Oh, man.
1, 2, 3.
What's the move?
All right, May 25th, my dad's turning 71 years old. 71, not 71. That's how old he's turning. That's kind of old, to be honest with you. And my dad, he's not like just some guy. He's done a lot of crazy things. In his 71 years of life, he's had a ton of accomplishments. I mean, he won the Phoenix Award, which I guess if you're not from Atlanta, you probably don't. Actually, even if you're from Atlanta, you probably don't know what that is. What is the Phoenix Award? Yeah, awarded the highest award in the city of Atlanta. But that's just like one small thing. The guy's been an elected official in California. Police chaplain, started nonprofits, planted churches. He's running currently an underwear company. He's friends with like drug dealers, homeless people who were in prostitution. He helped get out of them and now they're good friends with him. Entire trailer parks know his name. You can walk through like the scariest parts of Atlanta and if you mention Pastor Paul, they'll go, oh, that's my friend. That's a great guy. I mean, he knows people who are in like the highest positions, the lowest positions. He was handed a motorcycle from an NBA player one time. True story. It's weird. He's like the godfather of like, I don't know, like a Christian godfather, like a godfather who doesn't kill people. He was quoted by Jimmy Carter, President Jimmy Carter, in Jimmy Carter's book. It says, Paul Palmer said, he's quoted in a president's book. So you would think that my dad, who's 71 years old, has all this under his belt, would want to spend his birthday, I don't know, on a beach or in the mountains or something relaxing. But you know what he wants to do instead? My 71-year-old dad wants to go homeless for 71 hours. And I know what you're thinking. Why? Why at 71 years old would he want to go homeless? Hey, you asleep?
10:30 at night. I can't talk on a video.
No, listen. Is there any chance you could get to mom and dad's house and send me photos of dad?
Right now?
Yeah. Just go to
No.
mom and dad's house and grab dad's photos.
No, I'm not doing it.
To fully understand why my dad goes homeless for his birthday, we have to go back in time. You see, my dad was born in 1952 to a wonderful family. Him and his 6 siblings grew up in a great home. My dad ended up marrying his high school sweetheart. Things looked great. But 5 years and 2 kids later, drawn apart by their hippie lifestyle with drugs and free love, my parents split. And my dad eventually ended up homeless. He has told me on multiple occasions that he has never felt so alone as in those times. He would walk the streets completely unnoticed. No one seemed to see him. He was invisible until one day he was invited to a Sunday night church service and one man greeting people at the front door changed his life. That man's name was Woody White. When he saw my weed smell, long-haired hippie dad, he reached out his hand, introduced himself, and said, Paul, I'm happy you're here today. He had plenty of reasons not to want to notice my dad, but he did. What gets better is the next week my dad went back to that same church and Woody White remembered his name. My dad didn't deserve to be noticed. In my dad's own words, he was a jerk. But one guy went out of his way to take notice. That little gesture had a huge impact. It helped an invisible man become visible. My dad's entire life changed after that. He gave his life to Jesus. He got his marriage back together. And now he's the guy that we all know and love, Pastor Paul Palmer. I know what you're thinking. That doesn't really explain why Pastor Paul goes homeless on his birthday. He's going homeless because he knows every day in the city of Atlanta, people are walking the streets completely invisible. People are driving by them every day, avoiding eye contact, locking the doors, rolling up their windows, walking across the street just so they don't have to be near them. Pastor Paul knows this because he was that person at one point. So for his birthday, instead of celebrating on some beach, he's going homeless to let people who are otherwise known as invisible in society, to let them know that they're seen. And just maybe just maybe by my dad giving attention, taking notice to some invisible people, maybe they could be transformed too by the invisible God.
Oh, can we interview you really quick?
Yes. What a great day this is going to be.
Pastor Paul and my mom started the Dream Center in 2003 to see people be transformed by Jesus. The slogan at the Dream Center for years was, "Love the unlovable." It was all about seeing the invisible. And for the last 20 years, the Atlanta Dream Center has been doing just that. We are a church that isn't shy about going into the community, onto the streets, and into the places that no one else wants to go. Because we were there once too. We were broken and invisible people. But because of someone's genuine love and the power of Christ, we have been made new. That hope is being given out every week in our church. If it's on a Sunday morning at service, a Thursday night in the homeless community with the children in a trailer park on a Saturday, or daily in our sober living homes for those in addiction, we believe that people can be transformed by God, grow in their faith, and walk out their God dreams. And for his birthday, while Pastor Paul is out in the street homeless, his birthday wish is that you would partner with the Atlanta Dream Center and give financially. In the description of this video, we'll make sure that you have a link to his birthday celebration of 71 years. Your donation will go directly to helping the Atlanta Dream Center as we go into all the streets and invite invisible people to be transformed by our invisible God.
1, 2, 3.
What's the move? Get down here, you don't need to see.
We're so glad that you're here. Thank you for coming down to Atlanta Dream Center. Toys for Tot and Atlanta Dream Center just want to bless our neighborhood today. We're so thankful that we have this opportunity to give you gifts and share love of Christ with you and give you the best Christmas. We pray that this would be the best Christmas you ever had.
Pastor Paul, that was amazing. I never had to ask you a question.
Yes,
But
sir.
real quick, where did you get these toys?
Most of these toys came from Toys for Tots and others from churches around the area that love us and love you and wanted to share this Christmas with you. And they donated these gifts free of charge that you could have a great Christmas.
Well, thank you, Pastor Paul. You're looking sharp today.
Thank you, Tom.
You have a good day.
You too. Thank you, Tom.